If you have not written one word, page, or any part of your book quite yet, and we're quickly approaching February 1st, the first month of 2025 is about to be out of here, and you're stressing or you have some anxiety because you haven't started your book project, well then I want you to stick around and listen to this video because I have something that's going to help ease you into starting the production of your book. Hey, my name is Lynette Renee Dobie, and I'm an Amazon best-selling ghostwriter, and I am here to help individuals get from the 99% of people who don't finish their book to the 1%. If that seems of interest to you, then definitely go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, and I'll give you a second to go ahead and do that. I'll look over my notes while you do. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So the motivation behind this video was I was watching a podcast, one of my favorites. It's called The Future with Chris Do. He's an amazing marketer. If you have not heard of him, definitely check him out. I'll link the video that I'm referring to down below. But he had a guest on there, and he's the #1 LinkedIn advisor, coach, and also creator. And his name is Yasmin Alik, but he goes by Jay. And he just had so many different jewels that he dropped in that video. And it made me think. I was like, LinkedIn can be that entryway point if people want to write a book, but they haven't really started yet. They can begin testing their leadership content and their content strategy on LinkedIn. So that's why I'm here to making this video for you. LinkedIn can be the very first step on your journey to authorship. Now stick with me because you may not have considered this before, but I really want you to put some serious thought with it. So when it comes to LinkedIn, there are so many members on LinkedIn. And did you know, I think it's only 2% of those people actually post. So #1, that's going to set you apart from a lot of different people because people don't post on there, but they are looking on there. I've said this before in another video. So why not test out your thought leadership and your ideology in a marketplace that's wide open and is being underutilized? #2, every single post that you make and every content that you make, it can kind of set the tone for what your future book's content will be. Because there's no rule in this world that says that if you put one thing on LinkedIn, you can't expound upon it in your book. In fact, I think it's advisable that you do that because that's setting the tone for your content strategy and also your thought leadership ideology. So all these posts, the SEO articles that you can do on LinkedIn, even the surveys, it will let you know kind of what people want to see or hear from you. And then you can make more and more of that content, and then it can go into a future book. And that leads me to my third point. When people interact with your content, they want to see more of it. They'll definitely let you know what they like and what they don't like. And so when you're doing that content, you're also cultivating a small community around your thought leadership and your ideology. So therefore, when it comes to creating your book, you know where to start and what to include and what to not include. So do you see how the whole ecosystem of LinkedIn kind of preps you to be ready to create your book? And it's kind of like a lab, if you will. It's a way for you to see what people want. And also you can see what the industry is lacking, whatever your industry may be, and you can insert your thoughts into it. And so that way you're fulfilling a need. Do you see how it's all kind of working together? That brings me to my next point. You've always got to keep evolving when it comes to LinkedIn. So you may start on LinkedIn talking about one topic, and then before you know it, you've evolved to something else. That's what I certainly did, because when I first began writing, I was copywriting. So I used to talk about copy that converts, and I was getting a lot of hits from that, but I really found interest in telling people's stories within their books or helping them tell their stories, because a lot of people don't have the ability to write. So I kind of shifted to that way, and that's when I began to see when I shift in that direction, that's when I begin to see people's interest really kind of peak. So you can do the same thing. You can test on LinkedIn to see what works and what doesn't. And so that way, you won't have so much pressure when it's time to write your book because you will build up your confidence to understand, hey, I am putting some content out there that people are really interested in. And literally, that's all I have. I just want to pop on here after a long day to make a quick video just to inform you that if you are sleeping on LinkedIn and you want to write a book, I think that's something that you may want to rethink because it is a huge marketplace for you to establish yourself and to test different contents, theories and content before you make the leap to start your book. So if this is interest you, definitely hit like and share, like I said earlier. And also, if you'd like to take the conversation further and you'd like to converse about how I can help you with your project, definitely visit me at www.rightwayconsulting.net. And you will see an inquiry form. You can fill out the inquiry form and then we'll take it from there. Once again, my name is Lynette Renee Doby and I am the Amazon bestselling ghostwriter, and I help my clients get from the 99% to the 1%. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next video upload.